Hi, you're watching One India News with me. I'm Dipavali Hazra, and with me is Anubhuti Gaur. And today we are talking about the Supreme Court's path-breaking verdict by which it has asked the army to grant permanent commission for women in the Indian Army, for women officers in the Indian Army. Now, Anubhuti, what this means is that women, after their short service commission for about 14 years, they can now serve in the army permanently. So this kind of opens up a lot of opportunities for them. It gives them a role that is on par with men officers in the Indian Army, which was not available to them before. So it in a way shatters a very thick glass ceiling for women in our armed forces. Now, why this verdict really matters is because before this, women could not serve in permanent roles, and many women officers had challenged this. The center, in fact, had argued that women cannot serve in as a permanent commission in the army because of various reasons, and those reasons are certain very regressive thinking that was displayed by the center. So the reasons were like physiological reasons. They said that the women have physiological limitations by which they cannot serve in the army, and they also gave another reason, which was that the rank and file of the army essentially draws from a very rural background, and they will not be able to accept women in commanding and authoritative positions. Now, the Supreme Court has completely struck down these or non-reasons, I should call them, and it has told the center to change its mindsets. Now, if Anubhuti, if you could just take us through what the Supreme Court has really asked the center to do.
Well, yes, if you look at the entire judgment of the Supreme Court today, it's a landmark judgment. It's a very progressive and a very strong worded judgment where the Supreme Court has kind of pulled up the center for the kind of reasons that were given by the center, saying that the physiological features that are there that restricts the role of women in the army. So the Supreme Court has maintained that these kind of reasons give rise to the stereotypical reasons basically, and it has also maintained that the women have to be respected in the same manner as the men in the army because they have brought the same kind of laurels. And if you see, the Supreme Court has maintained, it has pulled up the sentence, said that these are the biases that surround us. If you see in the Indian army, the Supreme Court has maintained that women should be given equal opportunity. They cannot be held back in any manner. So this permanent commission is a big win for all the women in the army, their dignity. And also, as we've seen that how the women have always been told that they cannot do this, they cannot do that. They've been always told that they are not able enough to perform those roles. So this particular judgment, it has, as you rightly pointed out, the Supreme Court judgment has shattered that glass ceiling. That women are as capable. Women have to be given equal respect as men in the army, and this particular permanent commission, it holds for the women as much as it holds for the men. So as we see that this particular landmark judgment of the Supreme Court has opened another set of things that if you see in different fields as well, that women are not treated in an equal manner. So the gender justice is something that Supreme Court has upheld in this particular verdict, and which is very important in a society like ours, as we've seen that women are not given those kind of roles. Women are always given less number of opportunities. So this particular judgment also opens different kind of opportunities for women.
Absolutely. And opportunities is the key word here, Anubhuti, because without opportunities, you cannot explore the potential of women. You cannot presume that women are unable or incapable and not allow them that opportunity in order to prove themselves.
And also, I would like to point out one more thing, that what we have to see is that how Tanya Shergill, she's a woman and she represented the entire army in the Republic Day contingent. Now you have to keep in mind that particular fact, that on one hand you are pointing out the physiological features that inhibit that women, and at the same time there is a woman that is representing the entire army. That there is no reason that you can give to say that women are not as capable as men.
Absolutely. She was the face of that particular army parade this time during the 26th Republic Day celebrations. So what I want to add lastly is that, of course, today was a groundbreaking judgment. It was progressive. It displayed forward thinking by our courts and hopefully by our government as we go forward, and the army as well. So the last ceiling now that needs to be. Do you have something to add?
Yeah, just one more thing, that how the Supreme Court has rightly pointed out that what we really need at this point is a change in the mindset. the problem is not that the woman is not capable. The problem is within our minds,
Yes.
that we need to change our mindset. We need to go beyond that, and
Absolutely.
we need to give equal opportunities and be beyond gender.
Absolutely. And who better to set that example of changing the mindset than the present day government? So, in order to now going forward, the next glass ceiling that needs to be broken is the fact that women also are demanding a role in combat operations. So, that is the next challenge before the Supreme Court.
And also, if you see, the ruling for the army also opens up a hope for
Yes.
the Air Force and Navy.
Absolutely. So, what the verdict today gives us is hope for gender justice. We will leave it here for today, and do stay tuned to One India for more such updates like this every day. Follow us, like us, and tell us what you think. Thanks for watching.